Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the rolling hills of the countryside, there was a little girl named Lily. She had big brown eyes, a sprinkle of freckles on her nose, and a head full of curls that bounced whenever she ran. Lily lived with her parents in a cozy cottage at the edge of the village, surrounded by a lush garden full of flowers and vegetables. But there was something special about this garden. It was a magical place where all sorts of wonderful things could happen. One sunny afternoon, Lily was playing in the garden with her favorite stuffed animal, a fluffy white bunny named Fluffy. As she chased Fluffy around the flowers and vegetables, she suddenly heard a faint rustling sound. She turned to see a tiny door hidden behind a clump of bushes. It was so small that Lily could barely see it, but she could tell that it was beckoning to her. Curious and full of excitement, Lily crept closer to the door and peered inside. To her surprise, she saw a beautiful garden filled with sparkling streams, towering trees, and fields of flowers as far as the eye could see. She gasped in wonder and stepped through the door, and as she did, she felt a tingling sensation all over her body. She looked down and saw that she had shrunk to the size of a small toy. Lily couldn't believe her eyes. She had never seen anything like this before, and she couldn't wait to explore. She set off down a winding path, marveling at the sights and sounds around her. As she walked, she came across a group of friendly bumblebees buzzing around a patch of flowers. They greeted her warmly and invited her to join them in their busy work. Lily spent the day helping the bumblebees gather pollen and nectar, and as the sun began to set, they invited her to their hive for dinner. Lily was thrilled to accept, and the bumblebees treated her to a feast of honey and fresh flowers. After dinner, the bumblebees tucked Lily into a cozy bed made of soft, fluffy pollen. As she drifted off to sleep, she couldn't wait to see what adventures the magical garden had in store for her tomorrow. The next morning, Lily woke up to the sound of chirping birds and the gentle rustling of leaves. She stretched and dressed in a new outfit that the bumblebees had made for her, then set off on a new adventure. She followed a path through a field of daisies, then climbed up a towering tree to see a breathtaking view of the entire garden. She met a group of friendly caterpillars who showed her how they turned into beautiful butterflies, and even got to help a group of busy ants carry food back to their nest. As the days passed, Lily explored every corner of the magical garden and made new friends along the way. She learned about the wonders of nature and the importance of taking care of the world around her. But despite all the fun she was having, Lily couldn't help but miss her family and her own home. She knew that she couldn't stay in the magical garden forever, and she began to worry about how she would get back. One day, as she was walking through a clearing, she heard a faint voice calling her name. She turned and saw a shimmering portal opening up in front of her. Without a second thought, Lily stepped through the portal and found herself back in her own garden, back to her normal size, and with Fluffy by her side. She was overjoyed to be home, but at the same time, she couldn't help but feel a little sad to leave the magical garden and all of her new friends behind. As she walked back to her cottage, she couldn't wait to tell her parents all about her adventures. When she arrived, she found them sitting in the garden, looking worried. "Lily, where have you been?" her mother asked, hugging her tightly. "We've been looking everywhere for you." Lily smiled and told her parents all about the magical garden and all of the amazing things she had seen and done. They were amazed by her stories and couldn't believe all of the amazing adventures their little girl had been on. From that day on, Lily spent every moment she could in the garden, exploring and learning new things. She knew that the magical garden was always there, waiting for her to return and discover new wonders. And as she grew older, she never forgot the lessons she had learned in the magical garden, and she always made sure to take care of the world around her.